fun cocktail demonstration featuring the Jardesca Apertiva coming out of Sonoma. You can make some really great, interesting, low alcohol cocktails with this product and use a lot of the items you probably already have at home, like some fresh citrus, some herbs, and make something great to start off the weekend or end a long day at work. So Charlie will be here to walk you through our cocktails. We have 2 white expressions and 2 red expressions. If you got the kit, it will have everything you need to make these cocktails. You will have your bottle of your choice, some mint, some rosemary, ginger beer. We also have a small split of Prosecco and tonic water, and a variety of citrus as well. So we hope you enjoy our cocktails, and I hope you feel the urge to experiment. Maybe try a cocktail with some grapefruit, some sage, and you can always kick it up a notch with a little bit of your favorite spirit, like a gin or a vodka. Marries really nicely with these aperitivas. So I'm going to send you over to Charlie, and he's going to walk you through a couple of our cocktails. Thank you.
Hey guys, Charlie with Jardesca here. Hope you're having a great weekend. We are having some fun here at the lovely District Wine. We are going over the background on our aperitif wines that my dad and I make up in Sonoma called Jardesca. For those that aren't too familiar with aperitifs, aperitif means to open. We got our excitement from classic European aperitivos, but a lot of them have some artificial food coloring and syrups and sugars, and so we wanted to bring that idea of bringing out friends and family, eating some cheese and charcuterie like you can here at District, but with an all-natural take. So we came up with Jardesca. We started off with our white, so the Jardesca White is 3 California white wines, predominantly Viognier, and then we infused it with 10 California botanicals. We've got notes of pink grapefruit, pink peppercorn, and bay leaf. Very bright, refreshing. I'll put this to the side here for a second. We'll come back to it because we're making a signature wine cocktail with that. And then we have our Jardesca Red. So the Jardesca Red is predominantly a Zinfandel from the Alexander Valley. And we've got notes of ginger, cardamom, and tangerine. There's kind of a spice component to it. But I actually have a signature wine cocktail here using that. All the red is very refreshing. You'll have to come check it out. But they're very fun. If you're familiar, these are just a little more palatable than your classic European aperitifs. Very refreshing. We're not adding any syrups, sugars, or food coloring. Jardesca is all natural. We're only adding fresh botanicals and varietals from California. We're gluten and vegan, gluten-free and vegan as well, for those that are conscious on that. And I'm going to be making our signature Jardesca California Spritz here. So these wine cocktails, we try to make everything super easy, 3 or 4 ingredients at most, that is it. So what you'll always need to do, regardless of tasting each expression of Jardesca, is to add some ice. So if you have your bottle of Jardesca in front of you, it should say at the very bottom, serve over ice. It's no joke, it's meant to be had that way. So we'll open up our little Zork here, our resealable Zork cork on top of our Jardesca bottles. And you're going to pour 3 ounces. Typically, when you start playing with a lot of Jardesca, which I hope you do, you'll do 3 ounces. So if you're using a jigger like I am, and you have an instrument that looks exactly like this, 1.5 ounces is on the top here, so we'll need to do 2 of these. And the reason why we're serving those over ice, the aperitif category, and specifically Jardesca, is 17% out by volume. So most wine that you and I are drinking on a daily basis, or how often you're drinking, is typically between 12 to 14%. The aperitif for mood category is between 17 to 22%. So slightly stronger. You're adding the ice, the dilution will open up those botanicals to infuse those notes of peppercorn and pink grapefruit. Really should pop. And we're kind of looking for the condensation here, so I'm going to swirl this around for a little bit. And then we are going to take a sip. If you have it in front of you, you would probably say it's equally refreshing. Hold on. Equally refreshing. And then we're going to make this a signature wine cocktail, our California Spritz. So we're just going to grab the zest of this orange. We're just grabbing the essence. You don't need to add any juices to this cocktail. You literally just grab the zest, thumb on the bottom, index finger on top. You're basically just going to release the oils of that orange into our glass. Going around the rim of the glass too, because we just want the essence of the orange on our lips. You will have a sip again. And now it should taste a little more brighter, a little more refreshing, a little more California. And then we are going to grab some mint. And the reason I think a lot of people just come and see our classes and so forth is because there's a lot of spanking involved with mint. So we're going to grab some fresh mint here. We're going to spank this twice, and you're going to drop this in your glass. If you have a bar spoon available, just give this a nice little spin. And then on top of that, it's totally up to you. But normally you would add a float of Prosecco, you could add some fresh club soda, to make it either a Spritz or Spritzer, tonic water. The possibilities are endless, but that would be a signature Jardesca California cocktail, and we are serving them here at District 1. So we just made the Jardesca California Spirits very bright, very refreshing. I'm going to take this into a different direction. So we have our Jardesca Red. It's again a Zinfandel with some fresh ginger and cardamom. And don't forget, we need to serve this over ice. So that is step one on making a Jardesca Red cocktail as well. So add ice. We're going to add some fresh Jardesca Red to our glass. Same thing as before, where we'll add 3 ounces. And then give this again a swirl. So we really want those notes of the Zinfandel to blend in with the ginger and the cardamom. It does so with the dilution of the ice. We will take a sip here. Very refreshing. And then the last time spanking was involved with me today. We're going to grab some fresh mint again, and you're going to spank twice. Drop that in your glass. Bar spoon, if you have it, is always handy and great. Let that infuse for a second. And then we have the lovely Source Fiery Gingerbread. So this has got a kick to it. It's fiery for a reason. I love adding to it because, again, the ginger that's in our Jardesca Red pairs so nicely. And this will open up your senses. So this is a lovely wine cocktail. And you're going to do 2 ounces of the ginger beer on top of the Jardesca Red. So just be slightly less because the ginger beer, especially the fiery ginger beer, can be a little overpowering, so you just got to be careful that you're doing 3 ounces of Jardesca, 2 ounces of ginger beer. Now you have a Jardesca fiery meal, or red meal, and it's very refreshing, and I will take a sip again. And it's easy as that. All the ingredients, the 3 to 4 total, grabbing fresh elements from the garden to your glass. Some call them garden glass wine cocktails. And you can play around to see what is your favorite. I've got some lemons here, some grapefruits, or sage here. Anything you can grab at the fresh from the farmer's market or in your backyard or patio. Feel free to kind of come up with your awesome concoction. The last thing I will say is the Jardesca, both expressions will stay fresh for 6 weeks after opening. So after you open it, stick it in the fridge. You have up to 6 weeks. I hope you use it faster, but there's no judgment here. And enjoy your Jardesca experience.
Thank you again for joining us for this Taste of Downtown happy hour. We hope you enjoyed our little cocktail demonstration and kind of wet your whistle to try some new things with some different spirits, different aperitivas that you may not have tried in the past. And if you enter Jardesca, Jardesca, on our online checkout, with any purchase you'll receive 10% off for participating in the Taste of Downtown with us. Thank you again, and hope you enjoyed it.